everyone. So today I wanted to talk to you about Google Classroom. I want to show you how you can archive old classrooms, why that's important, and setting up your new classroom. So the first thing I'm going to start with is archiving the old classroom. The reason why this would be important is because when a student logs in, they'll see all of these different classrooms that they may not be a part of. And archiving it versus deleting it is really important because if you archive it, all of that information will be saved. So if you ever want to go and take a link or lesson that you did in the previous year, you can easily do so. The information isn't lost. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to archive my old classroom. So I do that by selecting the classroom I want and using the three circles. I call them snowmen. So I'm going to click my little snowman tab over here and I'm going to click archive. It's going to give me a little notice making sure I want to archive this classroom, and it tells me what that means. I'm going to hit that archive again. And as you can see, that classroom is now gone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new classroom for this year. So I'm going to hit the plus sign up at the top right-hand corner of my screen and hit create class. We're going to skip this step here and we're going to create it using the same information we've been using. As a district, we like to suggest to create your class name with the school year and your grade. So here I will put 21, 22, and let's say I'm still teaching grade 3. And the section is a good place to put your name. So Mrs. Chamberlain here. You don't need a subject or a room number. You can put them if you want. It doesn't show on your main screen. It just shows in your account. Then what you will do is, my camera is hiding this here, is you're going to hit the create button. And now I have a new classroom. There are a lot of ways that you can decorate it or design it or make it your own. So for example, you can select your theme or you can upload a photo. If you're somebody who likes to do like a Google Class Bitmoji, maybe you create something on sides and make your Bitmoji up here. Otherwise, you can just select your theme, which one looks special for you. So that's pretty simple there. Now there are two ways that you can get students to join your classroom once you're all set up. The first way that I will show you is by using your class code. Now, your class code is something that you can display for your class when they go to Classroom, Google Classroom. They would hit that little plus sign that we did to create a class, and they would hit join class. Then they would type in this code. I liked to do this with my third graders. It saved me a little bit of time so I didn't have to do all of their emails. You could also copy an invite link and send it to them that way. They do know how to use their email. But another way that most people really enjoy is they can add students by hitting the People tab. So I just did that in front of me here. And then hitting Invite Students over at this right side. Now when I do that, it gives me a link or I can type their email. So I want to make sure that I have their email correct, and I would just type in their email. So I'll just put me in. Okay. And then you would hit the invite button. Now this will go to their email, but what it will also do is it will, when they sign into this main hub, it will look like this, but their new classroom will be added as well. So they'll just have to hit the button that says join. All right, so I'm going to go back into this here. So that was the two ways that you can invite students. One is that you can have them navigate to Classroom and hit the join button and then have them enter in the code. This is a code that you can change in your settings if you needed to. Or hit the People tab and add each student manually. I did also want to share with you, since you did archive your class before you began creating a new class, that one way that you can get posts or information or assignments a little bit faster is if you've used them in the past. You can go to your classwork tab, create, and instead of creating something that's brand new, you can reuse post. When you hit this button, it will bring you to all of the classrooms that are current and your past classrooms that are archived. So I'm going to go to my last year's classroom. And I'm going to go, so if I wanted something from the beginning of the year, say it's a quick link that they are going to need to use really often, I'm just going to scroll down. So I'm just scrolling until I hit that beginning of the year, that September, August timestamp. All right, so say I want them to use their Prodigy link. So I'm going to put this on here and I'm going to reuse it. And as you can see, the link is already on. My description from last year is already there, and the title. I even have the topic that I had put it in last year, which was links and resources. That way they could always go back to that if they needed to. So I hope this has been a quick but really helpful short tutorial on how to use Classroom. I do hope to give a little bit more detail in other trainings or in other videos, but this was just a quick little tutorial on how to set up your Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and use the technology support tab in my virtual office, or you can reach out to me via email. Bye.